Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about my portrait preset collection. These are all photos of couples because I mostly photograph couples, not solo individuals, but these would work perfectly fine with individual shots. Similar to my other preset videos, if you've seen them, I'm going to be going up through the edit. I'll speed it up slightly so it doesn't take up too much of your time. But you'll be able to see through my mouse clicks and where my mouse goes that I really don't leave this basic toolbar over here. I might go in with my wand tool, maybe a gradient, but I'm not really going to go anywhere else with the exception of this photo where I go to the transform and do the verticals, but that's not something that is too extreme anyway. So this over here, once my computer wakes up, there we go. So this is Tiffany and Brendan, and they're a cool couple. They're actually the first couples photo shoot that I ever did. I started developing these presets back before I did couples and engagements and weddings, but they have transferred over very nicely to this genre of photography. So I will see you on the other side of the Tiffany and Brendan edit. Okay, and that's it. So this is unedited, like I said. This is completely untouched, straight out of camera. For this first photo, you notice I actually used the Couples 3 preset, and I liked it. I didn't have to change it at all. No exposure adjustment, no color temperature adjustment, nothing. So I just clicked it and liked it as it was. For this one, I did have to tweak it slightly, but nothing crazy. It was really just overly warm, so I cooled it down a bit. For this one, again, it's pretty good. I didn't have to change it much, just change the exposure a little bit. That's kind of it, I think. Black and whites, both of these, just because of the difference in their skin tones, I did have to, I exposed for her face because it was a little bit lighter, and then I just went in and brought up the shadows a bit on his face. But overall, nothing crazy going on in either of these black and white edits. Now, that's it for Tiffany and Brendan. We're going to say hi to Candace and Will. So again, straight out of camera, untouched. This particular photo, I remember I delivered in black and white, but the color presets should work just as well. So you'll notice actually for a lot of these I did not actually touch most of them. So again, we'll start at the straight out of camera shot. What I'm going to do really quickly is just go down to this transform, and we'll do a vertical transform just so that these pillars are at least closer to straight. I'd probably spend a little more time on this if I were delivering these to the couple, but I've already edited their photos and delivered them. So just gonna get it a little bit better now. So we've got the straight out of camera shot completely unedited. That one's this. Now just the thing I was going for here, I didn't really want a lot of detail on their faces. I wanted this to be a darker photo, closer to a silhouette but not quite. So probably this is actually a decent edit. I wouldn't finish it like this. I'd probably do something back here because right now this is where my eye goes to, but it's a decent enough edit. This is like I called it I think my artistic edit in the photo thumbnail of this package on my site, but if that's the type of editor you are, personally, this is a little pink for my taste. You'll notice on the side here I have it called greens. So I would typically use that if there's a lot of green, or maybe if we shoot in a park or something like that. Sorry my computer jumps around a lot and freezes up, by the way. It's a fairly old computer. I just haven't gotten around to replacing it yet. But this is a pretty decent edit right here as well. I like this one a lot. If I was going to edit it in color, I'd probably use this preset. They stand out. You get a lot of separation from the background, even though it is really bright over here. I don't know if I'd want to touch that. I'd probably just leave that as is. Now, like I said, black and white is how I delivered it to my client. That was the shot I had in my head. I don't remember which preset I used, but I think it was this one. Yeah. But either of them work really well for this one. And again, notice I didn't really have to do much more other than click the button. This is how I get my turnaround so fast, especially with your engagement clients and your wedding clients and things like that. A faster turnaround is gonna make them thrilled. The worst part is waiting, and I always get so much praise and thanks. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you got me these photos back so quickly. And it's because I spent hours and hours and hours before the photo shoot perfecting these presets. That way I don't have to spend time, as much time at least, editing and going through each gallery after the shoot. Now, for this last image, I specifically chose this image for the video because it's a little bit trickier. They're a little bit washed out. It was a very sunny and hazy day out. So I don't love a lot about the colors in this photo. In fact, I think I might have deleted this the first time I went through their gallery. But I think this image shows a great side of them. They look really happy together, and they wound up really liking this photo also. So I'll show you what I did to this. Basically, the plan is to go through each photo, and for most of them, I'll have to use the dehaze slider in Lightroom, but other than that, there's not going to be much I have to touch. I'll see you on the other side of the edit. Okay, so back to the unedited. Like you can see, really kind of flat, kind of hazy photo. So the dehaze slider is a great tool here in Lightroom. So this is couples 3. For me, this is a little bit cool. It's a bright day out. I want them to look warm, so I wouldn't edit this photo that way. But if you are somebody who likes those cooler tones, that's totally an artistic choice. This is similar to how I actually delivered the photo. I wanted to warm it up a lot. Make it look like it was a lot sunnier and nicer than it was. But I like this sort of very golden tone. If I wasn't going to go super warm, I'd probably go with the couples 1 preset right here. I do like the tones in this one as well. Got black and white, always nice. And black and white 1. Personally, I think I like black and white 2 on this photo a little bit better, but either could work. So these are my portrait presets. I know I call them couples in the side in the presets bar over there, but they work just fine with any sort of portrait photo, especially outdoors. These are primarily made for outdoor photos. So if you are somebody who is into portraits and wants to speed up your editing time, or just wants a little bit more of a professional edit, feel free to pick these up over at my website at www.danwrightphotography.com. And if you click the 4 photographers in the nav bar up top and click presets, you'll be able to find these and all of my other presets. If you use them, feel free to tag me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I'd love to see what you do with them. See you later.